No one has ever had a night like this.
The 300 Club. No, not passing. Receiving. It's exclusive. Real exclusive. Only 6 players in the history of the NFL have posted 300 yards receiving in a game. Now, official stats have been kept since 1933, but the passing game didn't really take off until 1978. That said, only 2 players have gone over 300 receiving yards in a game since 1990, and neither are named Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, or Randy Moss. So let's take a look at this special fraternity.
Throwing on first down, and the pass is caught by Julio Jones. And a first down at the 49, and the quick pass again to Jones. He'll have another first down. And Ryan is going to go deep for Julio Jones, and Jones makes the catch.
You don't have to go back too far for the last 300-yard game. Julio Jones hit that number on the nose in 2016 against the Panthers. Carolina drafted 3 defensive backs that year. Safe to say they never saw a player like Jones in college.
And he's going to throw on first down to Julio Jones. Jones still on his feet. Julio Jones, and he's going to score. Touchdown.
So the next highest figure for receiving yards in a game is only 2 yards ahead of Jones, but 66 years earlier.
After a scoreless first quarter, it's Detroit's ball on their own 18-yard line. Longhorn Bobby Lane steps back, arches the ball like a mighty projectile far upfield. Lanky Cloy Sparks snares it at midfield, and the Lions' air wave wizardry pays off as they cash in an 82-yard payoff pitch to take the 7-0 lead.
Lions receiver Cloy Sparks absolutely destroyed the Colts secondary in 1950. Bear in mind that Baltimore's leading receiver that year had 572 yards for the whole season. Box did his work on 12 catches, with 4 of them going for scores. That's the most touchdowns by any player in the 300-yard club.
Cleveland's ace Bob Waterfield takes to the air, hits Jim Benton on the 12-yard line, and he goes over.
If you think Box is old school, consider Jim Benton's day 5 years earlier on Thanksgiving 1945. That was a huge day of thanks in both pro football and the United States, as everyone was celebrating the recent end of World War II. Those listening to the Cleveland Rams-Detroit Lions game on the radio heard Benton catch 10 balls for 303 yards and a touchdown in the 28-21 win. Benton's Rams would win the NFL title in 1945, then move to LA the following season.
He's unconscious, 238 yards in the first half.
It's the Stephon Page Show.
Cloy Sparks, Jim Benton, and Stephon Page? Are we sure this is the right list? It is. The former Chiefs wide receiver's 309-yard performance is by far the weirdest of the bunch. He's the only guy to hit this rarefied air on such few opportunities. Page caught just 8 balls, but oh boy did he make them count.
Sets up very quickly, throws, and he's right on target. Down the sideline is Stephon Page. Oh! Come from the far side with pressure, and going deep, Page, he's there, he's got it. 10-yard line. Going deep, and he fires it, and Page is there. Stephon Page will be over 200 yards now.
I'm gonna get 300. I'm gonna get 300 today. I'm going for it. You got it.
Back to pass. Kenny throws
There
far
it is.
side. Caught by Page. He's got the record. Stephon Page with a gain of 11 has just set an all-time NFL single-game receiving record.
From never heard of to maybe the most famous wide receiver this side of Jerry Rice, Calvin Johnson absolutely demolished the Cowboys in 2013. The most freakish wideout in NFL history versus the defense that allowed the most yards in NFL history. Yeah, that didn't go over too well.
On the slant, here's Calvin Johnson. He's gone. Calvin Johnson being chased by 4 Cowboys. And here is Stafford's pass to Johnson. Touchdown! Stafford slings it to Calvin Johnson. And Stafford completes Calvin Johnson with another first down. Calvin Johnson reaches out and makes the catch. And this time Stafford going up on top to Calvin Johnson, who makes the catch. Oh my God, this is the consummate Calvin Johnson.
What made Johnson's performance so special? The late game heroics. Detroit was trailing Dallas late and needed every one of Johnson's 14 catches, especially the last one.
And here is Stafford's pass, and Calvin Johnson stopped at the 1-yard line. The Detroit Lions, no timeouts left. Time is running. They're at the 1, and Stafford says, come on in. Reaches over. Touchdown! Unbelievable.
Oh, by the way, Megatron caught 14 of his 17 targets from Matthew Stafford. Efficient, effective, prolific. So we've already seen one Rams receiver on the 300-yard list. Now we have another, and it's not Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, or any other member of the greatest show on turf. Let's go back to Week 12, 1989, with the Los Angeles Rams and New Orleans Saints fighting for a playoff spot. With star receiver Henry Ellard out, speedster Willie Flipper Anderson would do everything in his power to personally deliver a win.
Play action by Everett. Throws complete at the 35-yard line. Everett out throwing quickly to Anderson. Comes the blitz. Swilling almost got there. Anderson made the catch. Look out. The guy can fly. Everett unloads in a hurry. Anderson, first down. Everett, the quick out to Anderson. Here comes the blitz. Everett unloads. Trying for Anderson. Got it.
Down 14 points in the fourth quarter, Los Angeles was running out of opportunities. That's when number 83 took over.
Flag is down. Anderson with the catch. Avoids Milton Mack. Jackson comes on the blitz. Everett throws complete. Flipper Anderson. Everett wants Anderson deep. Caught the ball. He's down at the 4.
Does he have it? Yes, he does have it.
Yep.
He absolutely does have it.
2nd and 32. Everett unloads for Anderson. Anderson caught another one at the 15. Oh, the Rams are holding on by their fingernails.
Flipper Anderson, every time you turn around, you need a big play. He's come up with it.
Everett for Anderson. Touchdown! Holy cow! And Flipper Anderson, 12 catches, 268 yards. That's awesome.
The phenom.
With the game in overtime, Anderson struck again.
Blitz. Everett with time to Anderson. First down and more. Blitz. Anderson. Got it. Flipper Anderson has just set an NFL record. No one in the history of the National Football League has ever had a night like this. It's over. The Rams win.
Flipper Anderson was number 1 in 1989. He set an all-time record for receiving yards in a game. He led the NFL in yards per catch with 26. As if that weren't enough, he delivered a walk-off in the divisional round for an encore. Love the run up the tunnel. Eat your heart out, Bo Jackson. And that goes for all the wideouts still chasing the top receiving performance in NFL history. That's 336 yards in a game. They call him Flipper.